Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, the King 2000X. That's the King 200X. Basically, I want to come with 2 decks, and I think I promised someone that I had my Fabled deck on my account, which I didn't see a title for. If it is up here somewhere on my channel, but if not, then this will be a video that I owe, I guess. And yeah. First off, we have 2 of these. See, I don't want this damn glare. There we go. Basically, his effect is when he's in the grave, you pitch off 1 Fabled monster, and you get him back to your hand. Good for cards like Soul Kiss and things like that. 3 of those. Her effect is basically if you control a Fable face up, then you can send it to your grave, and it could be like a search. You search out another Fable. That's your hand. I call it Elephant Man. His effect is when he gets discarded, he comes to the field, and he gets a power bonus, I think, of 300. Well, 200, I'm sorry. 200. And when he leaves the field, then he's removed from play. I really want to run like 2 more of these. I know where I can get them from. And but yeah, I'll tell you about all the alterations I want to do to the deck after the video. His effect is when he gets discarded, he comes to the field. So yeah. This one. Its effect is you can pitch off 1 Fabled monster to the grave, special summon them to the field. So 9 times out of 10, you want to like get rid of like the Cerberus or some other monster that has a bounce effect where when it leaves your hand, it comes to the field. And you can get rid of Cerberus, Synchro for level 4. Synchro that you have, that's a Fabled monster. Where his effect is the same thing as Cerberus. When he leaves your hand, when this card is discarded, when it's discarded, it comes to the field. My emo girl. Got 3 of them. Her effect is when she leaves, when she gets discarded, when she gets discarded, her effect kicks off and she can get a level 4 or lower Fabled monster from the grave and summon it to the field. Of course, you got your Raven, because Raven's effect is you can pitch off any number of cards from your hand to the grave to increase its level, as well as increase its attack to 400. You got Chawa. Chawa's effect basically, you can pitch off 1 Fable from your hand to the grave to special summon it to the field. Catsif. Basically, its effect is when it gets discarded, destroy 1 face-up monster on the field. The problem with the Catsif card that I found, I personally haven't found out that it was annoyance or whatever, but people say like once you use this effect or whatever, and they lose like Book of Moon their monster, and you have a face-up monster, then it destroys one of your monsters. True enough. But the way you run your Fable deck, if they get destroyed, they're going to come back anyway. So it doesn't really matter. And it happens to be a tuner. So you can synchro with it, whatever. Oh no. You have 2 Soakers. I'm thinking about taking them out because the wordplay on them. The wordplay, with Soulkiss, you have to send 2 cards from your hand to the grave to bring them back to the field, special summon. Sending and discarding are 2 different things. They are not one and the same. Which I might take this card out for Tricky, but then I might keep it in, depending on if you draw into a dead hand, then this card can definitely come and handy, and you can synchro with it. It's a level 6. So I kind of been debating about that. Two of these. See, with this card too, if you draw into 2 of these, you can just send these 2 to the grave and special summon Soulkiss. But if you don't, if you decide to use this effect, is you can change one of your Fables to a tuner monster, sending that card to the grave. Of course, certain people kind of argue about this card, and I haven't seen too many people use it. It's the Pegasus card. I like it because I've been able to do like Cat Sif with it. Send Cat Sif to the grave and destroy one of the face-up monsters. I actually been able to do it a lot. So what you would do, his effect is, when he gets pushed up to the grave, he comes to the field face down. When he gets flipped, his effect activates. You reveal that you have 1 Fable in your hand, and you send 1 Fable from your deck to the grave. So if they say, okay, well, or if you do this, Chawa, send off Pegasus to the grave, special summon Chawa in defense mode, face up, of course. And in your turn, their turn comes around, they attack Chawa, destroy it, they attack again with another monster, destroying Pegasus. When he gets flipped face up, you then can be like, okay, well, I show you that I have a Fable, and you send Cat Sif to the grave, therefore destroying one of their monsters in the process. Or if they attack Pegasus first, you can destroy the other monster. Yeah. So people kind of argue, like, I haven't seen too many people use it, and they say that it's not a good card. I actually love it. Staple, Honest. I so hated that they banned that card down to 1. I mean, restricted it, not banned it. Restricted it down to 1. I was just like, oh. But here nor there. And last, of course, you have your Morphing Jar. Morphing Jar discards your whole hand, and then you have to draw 5. Honest, I forgot to mention this effect. When your opponent, well, when you attack, or if your opponent attacks you, send Honest to the graveyard and increase your monster by the attack points equal to your attacking monster or attack monster, the monster you're attacking. So if you attack with Pegasus, which has 102 Blue Eyes, you can play Honest, increase Pegasus by 3,000, plus its attack already is 100, so your opponent takes 100 damage, which is oh so lovely. Sorry about that, I got a text message. Some more cards I want to talk about are the spells and traps. Of course, you got 2 Pot of Avarices because you eat through your hand pretty quickly, and you want to have like recycle. Don't use the card recycle. No, I mean like recycle your deck itself. I'm thinking about adding 2 of these MSTs for like Royal Oppression and things like that. You have your Dark Hole, which I find kind of funny because what I did was for one of my synchros, I'm about to show you exactly. Yeah, with Ivan, his effect is when he gets destroyed, you're able to get 3 Fables. This is an actual duel. And I had a couple of my key Fables in the grave that I made him out of. What I did was I did Dark Hole, Guarantee Made. So I returned all my spells and traps, destroyed all his monsters, and then I just re-summoned them because I had all the materials I needed to make them again. So yeah, it was fun. I also made Shooting Star Dragon with this deck, which is actually amazing. I made it like twice. And with all the synchro heavy, with all the tuner heavy monsters you have in here, so it was like his effect, I was able to attack like 3 or 4 times. So. And then you got Mind Control. Take their monster and synchro. Giant Trinade, like I just mentioned. Turn all back rows. Card destruction, or even your monsters. You can card destruction, bring out Cerberus, you can cat sift, you can do all kinds of nonsense. Monster Reborn to bring back Leviathan or whatever other monster that you feel that you need to synchro with. Now on to the spells and traps. So, taking up 10 minutes so far. Wabakus. So in case they do attack Pegasus, he gets a flip effect and you still got to keep him. So if they say, okay, I attack your face down, it happens to be Pegasus, play Wabaku, flip it, discard Cat Sift to the grave, destroy their monster. There you go. I got 2 Royal Decrees for Royal Oppressions and all other good stuff that can hurt. Trap Stun, same thing as Royal Decree, but it stays on there for like a turn. Trench of Tribute, in case you really get into a dead hand, then yeah, that helps you out. Mirror Force, obvious. If they attack you, no, kill them all. And I like this card a lot. I've done this combo several times, and I think everybody should use it. Regeki Break. Regeki Break with Cat Sift. Regeki Break's effect is you discard 1 card from your hand to destroy 1 card on the field. The benefit of that, Cat Sift, when it gets discarded, destroy 1 face up monster on your opponent's side of the field. So what you would do is you have Cat Sift in your hand, and then when they say, oh, I attack you, you can then play Regeki Break. Now you're able to destroy 2 cards, not just 1. Because you get Cat Sift's effect, and then you get Regeki's effect. I've done that like several times. It's been also fun. The next deck I want to talk about, and I will be playtesting after this video to show you some combos you can add into your decks or whatnot. The next deck I want to talk about is my Mist Valley deck. I don't think I made a video for that one yet. And of course I have some suggestions for both decks, and I'll get to that at the end of the video also. This deck is basically like you want to negate a lot of stuff. I've actually done tag teams with both decks, and I like using my Fables more than this deck because you can synchro really fast with the Fables. There's no down draw to them or downside effect or whatever. Now, don't get it twisted. This deck can synchro, and it synchros a lot, but just Fables are a lot quicker. So yeah, alright, into the deck I go. Yeah, so some of the cards that are in this, well, I'm going to go through the whole list of cards, I guess. First, I'm going to go for Shamans. Yeah, 3 Mist Valley Shamans. This effect is bouncing. If you have another monster on your side of the field, you can bounce that other card. Other than Shaman, you can't bounce Shaman unless you have another Shaman, I think. Yeah. So if you have 2 Shamans, you can bounce one of your Shamans and whatever. This one. The reason I have this card in there, I don't know if you saw that one. I kind of pulled it away kind of quick. Yeah. The reason I have that card in there, I have 2 of them, is because this effect is you're able to bounce one Mist Valley monster. And what you'll do is you'll bounce 1 Mist Valley monster, and then you can special summon him to the field. So what you'll do is you'll summon a Mist Valley, and bounce that Mist Valley back to your hand, and special summon him to the field. Which is kind of lovely. For the synchro monster, I think it's like a level 7. So if you have this card, Thunderbird, I have 3 of them. Thunderbird's effect is when it gets returned from the field to the hand, it comes back again. So yeah, you're doing this combo alone can get you your synchro off. You can do this, summon this to the field, then bounce it, summon this, and then this comes back, and then you just synchro. It's a lot of like bouncing from the field to the hand type stuff in this deck. Here we go. I do have 2 dual terminal ones. I don't like dual terminal cards because, like, they're distracting. That's all it is. They're distracting. But anyway, this card's effect is while you have this card face up, any monster your opponent controls that battles with this card returns to its owner's hand at the end of the damage step. It's a 17 tuner monster. Effect monster. No. This says. Yeah, whatever. I got this card in there just for synchro material. His effect is you're able to remove 1 wind monster from your graveyard, special summon him to the field. He's a 4-star, and what he does is you can change the battle position of 1 monster in your opponent's side of the field. Let's face up. That's it, right? Yes, yeah. You can change the battle position of a monster that's face up on your opponent's side of the field. So if they have like a face up, blue eyes, attack mode, you can just change the battle position to defense and you go from there. Mist Valley Falcon. I have 3 of those. The reason for I have this card can, in order for it to attack, you have to bounce one of your cards back to your hand. Mind you, you bounce one of your cards. That includes spells and traps. So you can set like a spell or trap face down, declare an attack, bounce that spell or trap back to your hand, and continue on. Without anything to bounce, you cannot attack with this card. And the cream of the crop. This is like the main reason why people have this card in the deck. And I'm about to show you. I have 2 of them. Actually, I have 3 of them. I just run 2 because 3 is like overkill. That card, read it, love it. Okay. Anyway, this card's effect, and I don't quote it verbatim, but if you want me to, I can read it, which I will read it. Never mind. I won't read it because it's like so awesome. Negate the activation. I'm sorry. Let me slow down and actually read the card. I'm getting excited. When an effect is activated, select 1 face-up Mist Valley card you control. Return that Mist Valley card to its owner's hand. Negate the activation and destroy the card whose effect was activated. Yeah. So, what you do is, which is lovely, you can, now it's a trigger effect, I want to say. So if it's a trigger effect, the only thing that's higher than it is counter cards. So yes, it can be stopped by Divine Wrath. I think Divine Wrath is like the only card that actually can stop it. Because you can negate when they say, okay, well, I play, I can't say Royal Oppression. Oh shit, let's say Royal Oppression. You summon it, and then for some, no, Skill Drain. You summon it, and then they play Skill Drain. Okay, then you just negate using his effect to bounce one of your Mist Valley monsters back to your hand and destroy it. Plain and simple. If they say, okay, you're attacking, and they say, oh, Mirror Force. Okay, bounce one of your Mist Valley monsters back to your hand. Stop that shit. Same thing with Lightning Vortex and whatever. If they have any card other than Counter Trap, yeah, Counter Trap card. Like I saw somebody, I think it was, they played Negate Attack, which was lovely. I did it in a tag team, and this person was like, I can't do anything, attack, negate, and then he played that card. I was like, oh, I was gonna kill you. And yeah, it was like an attack team match, so it was lovely. It was very, very epic. Next time I duel this in a tag team, I will record it because it's like oh so fun just to watch your opponent's face go, oh my god, I can't do nothing. But yeah, hold on, I gotta get all the cards together. And what I'll be going through next is the spells and traps. Make sure that's all of them. Alright, one card is Dark Hole. Now this is actually, if you read it, it doesn't say Dark Hole. Well, it does say Dark Hole, but it's not in English. And Dark Hole basically destroy all monsters on the field. Now, if you have the card just showing you before Dark Hole, he also can negate Dark Hole. They'd be like, no, I don't think so. Even if they do monster effects like Black Rose. If they say, oh, our Black Rose blew up the field. No, negate, destroy. Sword, same thing. Negate, destroy. Anyway, I just talked about his effect. His effect is like so crazy good. Next card I want to talk about is MST. MST destroy one. MST destroy one spell or trap on the field. Monster Reborn. Bring back any of your Mist Valley monsters or some material that you need for it. Braden the Mighty. That card basically, your opponent's monsters lose attack equal to the number of stars they have. And so yeah, if they have blue eyes, it's definitely going to take a toll on them. If they have five-headed dragon, same thing. It doesn't kill them, but it does decrease them a lot. Giant Trinade, return the back row to its owner's hand. I have 2 pot of averages in this deck because again, just like with the Fabled, they go through synchros like water. You can synchro easy. You have your Shrink in case you do go against some strong monsters. You have Shrink. Might add 2 of them. I don't know yet. This card I actually really like a lot now with this deck. Swords. And the only reason why I like swords so much in this deck is because in this format of the deck, hold on, just got another text. My lovely girlfriend just sent me a text, so 1 minute. So yeah, like I was saying, swords, and Mist Valley Falcon. What you do is, and you'll never run out of swords if you play it right, unless they do some MST type crap. And then if you have your beat stick, then it doesn't really matter. Hey, when I say beat stick, I mean this guy. Because this guy can also stop MST, Giant Trinade, and all the other nonsense that the opponent wants to play. Anyway, so what you do is you will you will play swords. You summon Falcon. Attack with Falcon, return swords. Okay? So main phase 2, guess what you do? Swords again. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So just like a never-ending loop of swords. Yes, I've done it before, and yes, it's very effective. Nobody likes that at all. And now I want to do, this helps get out the field cards that are in this deck. Are in 2 types of field cards. But Transmigration Prophecy, you get the field card from your deck, add to your hand, and then you can also play it that turn, so that helps. Mausoleum of the Emperor. You pay out life points equal to the amount of tribute you need for that monster. So, like with this monster, it requires 2. So you pay out 2,000 life points. And go from there. You just have them on the field. And then you can start negating stuff if you have Mist Valley monsters on the field. which is also lovely. And this is why you run this deck right here. Divine Wind of Mist Valley. Make sure I said it right. I got 2 of those. Those cards, this card basically says when a monster returns from the field to the hand that happens to be of a wind attribute. Yeah. You can, oh my god. Hold on. Okay. So whenever a wind type monster, this is a field card. Once per turn, if face up wind monster you control returns to the hand, you have a special summon 1 level 4 or lower wind monster from your deck. So a lot of them, if not all of them, are under level 4s except for your main heavy hitter, and they are all of them. Except for your heavy hitter, of course, is under level 4. So, yeah. So what you would do is, example of a good combo to do, in which I've done several times, is have like have a field card. Have the field card, and then you also have Falcon as well as Shaman. You attack with the Falcon, returning Shaman to your hand. Going into the deck to special summon another Falcon. Attack with the other Falcon, return the other Falcon, getting your last Falcon from your deck. Attacking with the last Falcon to return the last Falcon back to your hand, to special summon another card from the deck. You can get like Shaman. You then can use Shaman's effect and bounce Falcon to the hand, go into your deck and get something else, like this card. And then you go Synchro for the Synchro monster. The Synchro monster, in this one, his effect is similar, if not equal to Mist Valley Falcon. You're able to bounce 1 card on the field that you control to your hand to increase his attack by 500 points. So that's perfect for Thunderbird, because Thunderbird just returns back to the field. Also good for swords and whatnot. So you can activate this effect during either player's turn as well. So if they say, well, I attack your Shaman, you can bounce Shaman back to the hand, increase his attack by 500 points. Or even if they say, well, I attack him, okay, bounce 1 of your cards back to the hand, increase his attack, kill that monster. Yeah. So that's what that field card's for. Very lovely. And again, if you have the Synchro and then you bounce, activate the effects of the field card. So yeah, you can Synchro again. Some of the, if not, oh shit, all of them, yeah. I only have 1 in this deck. We have Call on It to get back like your heavy hitter back from the grave. They happen to do like some nonsense and you have no Mist Valley monsters. You have Icarus Attack. You have 2 of them. I actually have more than 2, but my little brother's using them in his Black Wings, so 2 is all I can do right now. Divine Wrath. Because you don't want them to use their effects. good against like Prime, because if they say, okay, well if you do Lightning Vortex, and they say, oh well, I activate Prime's effect, you can Divine Wrath that monster, kill it. Deep Prism, thinking about adding some more into this deck, but I don't know yet. Still up in the air with it. 2 compulsories to bounce your own monster or their monster. Most more likely you want to do more so lean towards your monster when you have the field card, because if you play the field card, bounce your monster back to your hand, you activate it, you get a monster back from your deck. So yes, it's lovely. Bottomless Trap Hole, to remove that monster from play that happens to be 1500 or more. And Gravity Bind. Gravity Bind, basically you just stop anything that's a level 4 or higher from attacking. That's yours and theirs. So it's perfect in a 4-way duel, because I've done it. People say, ooh, I got like 5 monsters, attack, nope, Gravity Bind. Nobody's hitting nothing. So we just sat down and just really just got annoyed by not attacking. And in the end, my team won because me and my partner won, because he was able to summon his strong heavy hitters and yeah, do some damage. Some cards to suggest, I guess, for the Fabled deck. I'm thinking about adding these hand instructions, because you can pitch off, and it's quick play. You can pitch off Cat Sif, you can pitch off Pegasus, you can pitch off like whatever says discard, Cruise, Cerberus, yeah, all of that, and you're able to draw 2 cards. So again, if you draw into a dead hand, this is perfect for it. Foolish Burial because you can send off like some stuff you don't need, like Cruise, send it to the graveyard from the deck. So Cat Sif, same thing. Monster Reincarnation, you can send off like Cerberus to the grave. This is discard, and you're able to get one monster. Yeah, add 1 monster. So send Cerberus to the grave, okay, then get another monster that's like non-tuner, summon it to the field. Another Divine Wrath. Then last, for them removed from play decks, Emperor Iron Wall. That's for the Fabled deck. For the Mist Valley deck, you might want to add Solemn for like Divine Wrath, just negate it. And my friend told me about this one. I actually like the combo. I haven't done it yet. I haven't play tested it. But Big Bang Shot. Basically, Big Bang Shot effect is increase the monster equipped with it by 400 points. It would, when an equipped monster attacks the offense position, inflict damage. Basically, this is a trampler. That monster becomes trampled. As well as, this is the downside to this card. When Big Bang Shot leaves the field, remove that monster from play that it's equipped to. Now, the benefit to that card is, if you're playing it on your opponent, if you're playing Big Bang Shot on your opponent's monster, like, I'm just going to use this as an example, Blue Eyes. Play this on Blue Eyes, but then you play Millennium Falcon and say, okay, not Millennium. If you play Mist Valley Falcon and return Big Bang Shot, guess what? Their monster dies, is now removed from play. The last card I like to suggest for this deck is Birdman. Birdman's effect is basically return 1 wind monster, or wind or wing beast, I don't know. Anyway, I'll look it up later on, and if somebody wants to know, I'll tell you what it is. Birdman's effect is you return 1 monster of a certain attribute. I don't know what, but and special summon to the field. Again, if you're playing the field card, you get a monster from the deck. and add it to the field, and then you can synchro. And if you're playing in per iron wall, it's not removed from play when it gets synchro, because that's just like downside to them, because if you get synchroed or it leaves the field, it gets removed. But yeah, I'm gonna play test around with this deck and post the videos. I'll be play testing on my girl's mat, so you'll be able to see Dark Magician Girl in all her full glory. But yeah, so that's it. Be ready for the playtesting videos in a second. It'll be like right now after I do them. I'll post them. So yeah, do everything I wouldn't do, YouTube. Peace.